Welcome to F12 MJD News Updates. Greetings and peace of the Lord Jesus Christ be with you, dear people of God. The anti-vaxxers, the Tima, Sajad, and victims of sexual harassments are the new targets of the fearful and the ignorant. Our reactions and outbursts reveal us. No background studies, no research, no sense of history plagues the narrow-minded. Again and again, a lot of hot steam, but very quickly they fizzle out. Ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance can kill. Sound advice always reminds us to stop, look, go. Do not react. Be open to the truth. When you're open to the truth, we will realize our institutions had failed to protect the weak and the vulnerable, the children and the women, the victims of injustices, the whistleblowers, and the right. It is a time for principles, not a time for winning. Gandhi saw institutionalized evil. He called it social sin. Wealth without work, pleasure without conscience, science without humanity, knowledge without character, politics without principle, commerce without morality, worship without sacrifice. It existed then, and it has become entrenched today. The never learn the lesson schemers want to work with frogs. They talk of winning. Is winning everything? How many governments must fall? How many elections and disruptions do the Rakyat need to go through? But what about integrity, principles, and character? Can these frogs forge a nation? Men and women without principles have no thought for the nation. There are no beacons of hope. Compromises and marriages of convenience do not last. Build with people who love, all without fear or favor. A thought for the week. A disciple came riding on his camel to the tent of his Sufi master. He dismounted and walked right into the tent, bowed low and said, "So great is my trust in God that I have left my camel outside untied, convinced that God protects the interests of those who love Him." "Go, tie your camel, you fool," said the master. God cannot be bothered doing for you what you are perfectly capable of doing for yourself. Something to think about. God always does His part, but we have to do what we have to do and do what we are perfectly capable of doing and do what God is not going to do for us. Announcements for this week. 1. The Malacca Johore Diocese has moved into the National Recovery Plan Phase 4. The SOPs remain unchanged. Reopening of businesses and economic activities and the resuming of the Rumah Ibadat, Selain Islam, and the religious activities are evident. The unvaccinated and the children need to be handled with sensitivity. 2. Proceed with sacraments with care and caution. Refrain from the usual community mass or grand celebrations. Always keep the celebrations small with SOPs and charity. 3. All Souls Day Masses will be celebrated in the parishes. Only the blessings of cemeteries will take place in the outdoors. Refer to the website for more info. 4. Planning permissions to proceed with the new building plans for Ulu Tiram and Masai parishes have been granted by the Majlis. Pray for the parishes of St. Teresa Masai and the Holy Family Ulu Tiram for God's blessings and their efforts at raising funds. And 5. The English Catechetical Ministry of St. Joseph's Church, Plentong, and the Cornerstone Youths will be having their children's online Mass. Join in at 8 p.m. live on YouTube tonight. This week's Q&Q, the Q asks, unmasking the lie. What is it? The lie that we succumb to. We doubt our own worth, that our love matters. We ensure ourselves by our achievements and also our failures, judging ourselves in comparison with others. We can hear the voice, you aren't good enough. You will never make a difference. You are nothing. The reality is, you have a unique and unrepeatable love to give, which cannot simply be measured by human standards. No one can love you as you do. Your love is powerful and changes the course of others' lives. No one can ever take your place. You will never cease to be important to the heart of God. Thank you for watching. God does not look upon me with contempt, and He doesn't want me to either. The other in front of me is not a burden or a threat, but a gift. Let us continue building His kingdom together.